everyone. It's so awesome to have you with us today for our 1132 Kids Preschool Bible Lessons. It is a new month, which means a new series. This next series is based off of a special holiday coming up when we decorate with red and we see hearts everywhere. You may be able to guess what this holiday is, but just in case, I will tell you. It's Valentine's Day! Since we're already talking about love this month, why not learn more about the strongest, most powerful, most amazing love of all, which is God's love? To kick off our series, we're gonna play a game that I know you're going to enjoy. Let's go.
Hi everybody, welcome to What is Love? I'm your host, Mel, and I have our contestant, Miss Lexi.
Hey guys.
Now, the rules of the game are super simple. I'm gonna ask 3 to 4 questions, and if you get them wrong, you are going to get sprinkle-fied.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think
It's
so.
a lot of pressure.
No, I think I can do it.
Okay, so here we go. For the very first question of this game,
Okay.
for no sprinkle fries on steak, here we go. Can the builders of the house build a roof first?
Wait. Roofs can't float, so no. My answer's no.
Correct! You got it right!
Yay.
You are doing so good.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. For question number 2, can you put the frosting on the cake before you bake it?
Before you bake it, can I put frosting on a cake before it goes in the oven? Well, it would just be cake batter, so I think my answer is no.
Yes! Correct!
Wow.
Correct!
Awesome.
Awesome, 2 for 2. You are doing so great.
Okay, let's keep going.
Can you do 3 for 3?
I think
Can we
so.
get a 3-peat in this room?
I think so.
Let's see. Can you make a goal before you touch the soccer ball?
Well, let me think. So, maybe if you
Kick the soccer ball over to the side, and then another player gets it, then you're not touching it, and then it might go in the goal, so...
Yes?
No! Sprinkle fries!
Oh, man. Oh, well, why not?
No, because you have to touch the ball initially.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, just because you got that one wrong doesn't mean you will get the bonus question wrong.
Ooh, a bonus.
Are you ready to redeem yourself?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. For the W, for the win,
Okay.
we have, can people truly love one another before they know God?
Well, God is love. So, in order to love others, we would have to know God first. So, we can't love one another unless we really know God.
That's correct!
Yay!
You did so good for your first round of What is Love. Now, let's go into our Bible story and learn why God is love.
To learn about love, we have to go back to the beginning. God took a pile of dust and blew life into it and created a man named Adam. Then he created a woman named Eve because God did not want Adam to be alone. God made the earth beautiful for Adam and Eve, full of amazing animals, birds, and sea creatures. Even the most beautiful flowers, plants, and trees. It was God's heart for them to live with joy in what God had made. Out of all the amazing things God had made, there was one tree that held the knowledge of good and evil. God told them to not eat from this tree, but there was a serpent who was very clever. He tricked Eve into eating from the tree that God told her not to eat from. She took a bite of fruit from the tree and gave some to Adam. When they took a bite, Their eyes were open to things that they did not know before. Adam and Eve hid from God to hide what they had done, but God knew what they had eaten from the tree. God cursed the serpent for tricking Eve. There were consequences to what Adam and Eve had done. Because they had sinned against God, they were far from God. In fact, every human that came after Adam and Eve were far from God. But God still loved them and had a plan to help. People lived many years in a broken world under the law of sin until God sent his only son Jesus out of his love for us. Jesus then took all of the sin of the world and gave his life to remove it. Because of that, if we choose to accept Jesus into our hearts, our sin is wiped away and we have the fullness of love in our hearts. God equals love. To love others, we have to know God and accept him into our hearts. God is love. He loved by sending Jesus and gave us the choice to welcome Jesus into our hearts along with love. And apart from him, it's impossible to show love to others.
So we get to know what love really is whenever we get to know Jesus and accept him into our hearts. God is love. Now that we know this, we can really start to learn more about love. In 1 Corinthians 13, the Bible says a lot of things about love. It says that love is patient, kind, selfless, true, good, and faithful. Now let me tell you a secret. Everything that love is, God is too. God is patient, kind, selfless, true, good, and faithful. I love learning about love. In our next video, we can keep learning more and more. But first, let's jump into our memory verse.
Hello and welcome back to Memorizing with Mel. Now, who can guess what this memory verse is all about? Well, if you guessed love, that is right. We get our verse from 1 John chapter 4, verse 19, and it goes like this. We love God because he first loved us. Now we know what the verse is. Who's ready to do the memory motions? Motions. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little distracted here, but hear how it goes. So we love God, cross our arms. Everybody knows that this is what love is. Because he first, point up, and then we're going to go back to crossing our arms at loved us. And then our thumbs are going to go back for us. Easy enough, right? Now, before we do our verse, when I say la la la, let's jump up from our seats and say one thing that we love. Now, I'll give you a second to think about it. And here we go. Oh, I didn't say it. Who jumped up? I saw you in the back. You definitely jumped up. Okay, for reals now. On a count of 3, I'm going to say la la la, and we're going to say one thing that we love. La la la. I love socks with hearts on them. Oh, wait, and Jesus too. Whoa, you guys like some really interesting things. Okay, now before I get too distracted, let's get back to our memory verse. On a count of 3, let's do it all together. 1, 2, 3. We love God because he first loved us. Great job. Now let's do it one more time. Here we go. We love God because he first loved us. Wow, you guys are really getting the hang of this. Well, I gotta go find my missing sock, so I'll see you next week.